Hello, Professor. I'm Massimiliano Scaioli, and I'm recording my presentation called Milkman, How a Delivery Company Can Provide a Competitive Advantage to its Partners and Eliminate the Discomfort for the Client. So the main goal of this research is to analyze the strategy of the startup Milkman. This company has been chosen because it is the first firm inside the delivery industry that offers a value leap for the customer. This strategic position allows Milkman to focus on customers and, in the meantime, offering a competitive advantage to its partners. In addition, this company has brought a value innovation to an industry that is continuously growing, but focuses only on fast deliveries rather than customer experience. The sudden growth of this industry has drastically changed how customers buy their products and how they receive them. This research will be structured following this scheme. The first part will explain the project's objective, the theoretical motivation and relevance. The second part will explain the method of analysis and the tools used to analyze the company. These tools will be the strategy canvas, the business model canvas, and the SWOT analysis. After an introduction to the company's history, we will explain where Milkman's competitive advantage comes from and why it can be considered a blue ocean strategy. The last part will focus on conclusions. So the main goal of this research is to analyze how an Italian startup has brought a value innovation into an industry. Since 2015, this industry, the delivery industry, has been in constant growth. If we take a look at the data, we can see that in 2018 the revenue for the logistics industry has increased to 84 billion euro. And according to the Osservatorio Contract Logistics Gino Marcet of the School of Management del Politecnico di Milano, in 2019 the revenue for the industry increased by 0.7%. The logistics industry is characterized by lots of big players, many of which are international and have created significant barriers to entry to this market. Now we are going to look at the theoretical motivation and relevance. Milkman is the perfect example of how any barriers to enter can be lowered by a new business model that brings a notable and perceivable competitive advantage. Indeed, the Italian delivery market is dominated by companies that focus on fast deliveries like Amazon, SDA, GLS, and other firms. Furthermore, the increase in deliveries has brought new consequences and problems to both customers and couriers. The most significant discomfort that has borne from the increase in shipments is the necessity of finding someone at home when the courier is going to ring the bell. Unfortunately, no one knows at what time the package will be delivered. Consequently, the customer will not receive his or her package, and the courier will have to return the next day and stock it in the warehouse in the meantime. All these aspects bring about an increase in cost and a decrease in delivery speed. None of the above-mentioned company has ever focused on how to solve these problems. Amazon, however, is studying new ways of reducing inconvenience for its customers and couriers by increasing the speed of its deliveries. An example of this is the new Amazon lockers and Amazon hub counters, which allow couriers to deliver the packages whenever they want and customers to pick them up whenever they want. However, Milkman has chosen a different course of action regarding customer home delivery at the best time for him or her. Now we're going to talk about what is Milkman and its companies in this history. Milkman is an Italian startup founded in 2016. They define themselves as a tech and data-driven consumer-centric home delivery service. This is the first company that focuses on the quality of the delivery instead of its speed. Milkman guarantees its service through an innovative and patented technology that allows customers to choose when their package will be delivered. In 2016, the revenues were 450,000 euros, while in 2017 they increased to 2.1 million euros. The last financial report data showed that in 2018 the company increased its revenue by 7 million euro. In 2019, the company received a capital increase of 6.4 million euro from Venture 2 Scale-Up and 360 Capital Partners, two very prestigious venture capital funds. Now we're going to take a look on how does it work, how Milkman reaches its customer. So everything starts when a customer places an order from the company's website that uses the Milkman service. From that moment, the customer receives a message where he can plan his or her delivery. The customer is free to change the delivery time and day according to his or her schedule. Furthermore, he can add some information to ease the delivery process for the courier. In the meantime, Milkman receives the order and the proprietary software starts to plan the most efficient and effective route for the courier. The software bases its decision through traffic information and previously made shipments. If the customer changes the delivery time, the software automatically reprograms the schedule. The client can change the delivery time up to 30 minutes before the shipment. In addition, the software automatically informs the customer that the courier is delivering his or her package. For these reasons, the only thing the driver has to focus on is driving from one house to another. These procedures automatically increase the driver's safety and speed. It is clear that Milkman has to focus on effective business-to-business marketing activities that will allow it to find new partners. Recently, the new company arranged for new partnership with Nespresso, Zara, Velasca, and EasyCop. At present, the service is available in Milan, Rome, Turin, and is expanding into new cities. Here we can see the business model canvas that I have filled up, and I want to focus on the value proposition that is what really differentiates Milkman from the others, from the competition. In fact, Milkman gives the possibility to the customer to receive his or her package whenever they want, so they offer personalized deliveries, and this is thanks to one of its most important key resources, that is the possibility of using a patented program that allows Milkman to plan the best route as possible for the courier. Now we're going to talk about its competitive advantage. Milkman's competitive advantage comes from its customer-oriented service. Indeed, there are no competitors that provide the same service. Couriers usually focus on fast deliveries and not on comfortable deliveries for the customer. Usually, competitors allow the customer to choose a delivery window at a higher price. However, unfortunately, customers can neither track the courier nor precisely know at the time he or she will ring the bell. Another aspect that could appear minor, which instead is fundamental, is that the customer has the certainty of the attempted delivery. In other words, if Milkman attempts a delivery and the client is not at home, the courier must take a picture of the doorbell to certify the missed delivery as proof. As we can see, the main competitive advantage for the customer is comfort and transparency. For partners, the competitive advantage lies in comfort for the customer and a higher perceived product's value. This service will encourage online shopping thanks to the reduction of the discomfort for the customer. This policy demonstrates that logistics services like Milkman will seriously contribute to a higher perceived value to the customer. This company is a perfect example on how logistics is becoming more critical to the value chain of all the products. Many companies like Nespresso have understood the potential of these services to ensure a steadier revenue stream. Here we can see the SWOT analysis for Milkman, and its strengths are the patented IT software and the very high customer satisfaction, and the increasing efficiency that comes from the IT software. Unfortunately, as any business model, there are some weaknesses, and one is that the service is not available in all areas. But this doesn't interest to Milkman, because they want to reach more overcrowded areas. However, there are many opportunities for Milkman, like expanding into new geographical areas and find new commercial partners that have a compatible business model with the Milkman one. However, there are some threats, like for example, the expansion requires a lot of time because the IT software needs to learn new roads and needs to start from scratch to become more and more effective. The last part is why we can consider Milkman a blue ocean strategy. In fact, in my opinion, Milkman's strategy can be considered a blue ocean strategy. Here's why. The underlying assumption for any blue ocean is the necessity of creating value innovation for customers. According to the authors of Blue Ocean Strategy, the definition of value innovation is: value innovation is created in the region where a company's action favorably reflects both its cost structure and its value proposition to buyers. Cost savings are made by eliminating and reducing the factors an industry competes in. The buyer's value is lifted by raising and creating elements the industry has never offered. With time, costs are reduced further as scale economies kick in due to high sales volumes that superior value generates. In other words, a company can reach a value innovation by following both a differentiation strategy and a cost leadership strategy. If we draw the strategy canvas of Milkman, we can see how Milkman has succeeded in obtaining a leap in value and reducing costs. In fact, if we take a look at the strategy canvas, we can see the Milkman price is higher than the delivery industries. As we can see, the delivery infrastructure is smaller, while the delivery industry has a wider infrastructure that focuses on delivering everywhere. The delivery speed is not what is not in Milkman's interest, while the delivery industry, yes. Milkman's focus is on efficient deliveries and on employees' motivation, while Milkman has fewer partners than delivery industries that has many of them. However, the delivery industry lacks on employees' motivation, that nowadays is becoming a real important problem for companies. And on customer satisfaction, Milkman has a 96% customer satisfaction, while the delivery industry has a very low customer satisfaction. But here we can see what are the factors that Milkman is developing that the delivery industry didn't consider. The first one is machine learning for making deliveries more and more efficient, create easy deliveries for the customers, provide a personalization service for the customer, and above all, transparency. The customer always knows where his package is. Now we can jump to the conclusion. In fact, as we can see, Milkman is the perfect example of how a company can provide a different service in a growing market for a specific category of customer. Even though the logistics market is continuously growing and the actual players have created barriers to enter which are difficult to tackle, innovative business model companies like Milkman, however, can create their market share and never be beaten by competitors. Thank you. In fact, I would like to conclude with this quote that doing things differently leads to something exceptional. In fact, nowadays, as we can see, logistics is becoming more and more important. And Milkman has understood this, and now they can provide a different service. Thank you.